Ever wondered what would happen if humans could breathe underwater? Imagine a world where you could dive into the deepest oceans without any equipment, exploring the vast, mysterious blue. What would life be like if the sea became our second home? How would our world, our society, and even our bodies change? This isn't just a fantasy. It's a thought experiment that could unlock incredible possibilities for the future of humanity. Today, we're diving deep into this fascinating question. If we could breathe underwater, the 71% of our planet covered by oceans would suddenly become accessible. You could explore vibrant coral reefs teeming with life, swimming alongside majestic whales and encountering creatures so strange they seem alien. The deepest trenches, like the Mariana Trench, currently reachable only by the most advanced submersibles, could become destinations for adventure and research. We could witness firsthand the bioluminescent light shows of deep-sea organisms and uncover secrets that have been hidden for millennia. Cities and settlements could sprout up on the seafloor, creating new frontiers for living, working, and studying. Imagine underwater research stations becoming bustling hubs of innovation, or entire communities thriving amidst breathtaking submerged landscapes. The ocean would transform from a barrier into a boundless realm of exploration, offering a lifetime of discovery. Our relationship with the planet would be fundamentally altered as we become true citizens of both land and sea. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Simply being able to breathe underwater wouldn't solve all the challenges. The ocean is a harsh and unforgiving environment. The first major hurdle is pressure. For every 10 meters you descend, the pressure increases by 1 atmosphere. At the average ocean depth of about 3,700 meters, the pressure is immense, over 370 times what we experience on the surface. Without specialized suits or habitats, our bodies would be crushed. Even with a modified respiratory system, our tissues and organs would need to withstand this incredible force. Then there's the temperature. The surface might be warm, but the deep ocean is freezing, often hovering just above the freezing point of water. Hypothermia would be a constant threat without advanced thermal protection. And let's not forget about visibility. Sunlight can only penetrate so far, a zone known as the photic zone. Below about 200 meters, it's perpetual twilight, and by 1,000 meters, you're in total darkness. Navigating and living in this lightless world would require us to develop new senses or technologies, perhaps relying on sonar or bioluminescence, much like the native creatures of the deep. These physical barriers mean that even with gills, humanity would need significant biological or technological adaptations to truly conquer the abyss. Assuming we overcome these physical challenges, how would our society adapt to life beneath the waves? New underwater cities would need to be built, designed to withstand immense pressure and ocean currents. These cities might be domes of reinforced glass or structures carved into underwater mountains. Our diets would change dramatically. Agriculture as we know it would be impossible. Instead, we'd rely on aquaculture, farming fish, crustaceans, and mollusks on a massive scale. Seaweed and algae farms could become our primary source of vegetation, providing essential nutrients and oxygen. Transportation would be completely reimagined. Personal submarines, advanced underwater suits, or even specially bred marine creatures could become our modes of transport. Swimming would be our equivalent of walking. Communication would also need a new system. Radio waves don't travel well through water, so we'd likely use sonar or light-based communication systems to talk over long distances. Our culture would evolve, with new art forms, music, and stories inspired by the deep sea. We might develop a different sense of community, more isolated yet deeply connected to our immediate underwater environment. New jobs would emerge: deep-sea architects, aquafarmers, trench explorers, and marine biologists who live among their subjects. It would be a complete societal reset. How would living underwater change us physically? Over generations, evolution might take its course. Our eyes could adapt to low light, perhaps becoming larger or developing a reflective layer like cats have. Our bodies might become more streamlined for efficient swimming. We might develop a form of natural sonar or echolocation to navigate in the dark. The constant pressure could affect our bone density and musculature. Even our sense of time might alter in a world without a clear day-night cycle. Perhaps we develop a different circadian rhythm, tied to tidal patterns or the movements of deep-sea creatures rather than the sun. These aren't just physiological changes. They would redefine what it means to be human. We'd become a new amphibious species equally at home on land and in the water. This divergence could lead to new cultures and identities, with landers and dwellers developing distinct ways of life. Would we remain one species, or would this mark the beginning of a new branch on the human evolutionary tree? The long-term biological consequences are as profound as they are unpredictable. This new frontier would also present unique ethical and environmental dilemmas. The ocean is a delicate ecosystem, and the sudden arrival of billions of humans could be catastrophic. Pollution, overfishing, and habitat destruction could threaten marine life in ways we can't even predict. We would need to establish strict regulations and develop sustainable technologies to ensure we do not destroy our new home. Who would govern the oceans? Would existing national boundaries extend downwards, or would new ocean-based nations emerge? The law of the sea would need a complete overhaul to manage resources, territory, and conflict. There's also the psychological aspect. Living in a dark, high-pressure environment, isolated from the sun and sky, could have significant mental health impacts. Claustrophobia, anxiety, and a form of sensory deprivation could be common challenges for underwater inhabitants. We would need to create environments that are not just physically safe, but also psychologically nurturing. Perhaps using artificial sunlight and creating vast, open common areas to combat the feeling of being confined. Successfully colonizing the ocean would require not just technological prowess, but also immense wisdom, foresight, and a deep respect for the marine world. Ultimately, the ability to breathe underwater would represent the next great leap for humankind, comparable to the discovery of fire or the invention of flight. It would unlock a world of unparalleled beauty, mystery, and resources, but also one filled with immense challenges and profound responsibilities. We would be explorers and pioneers in the truest sense, pushing the boundaries of human endurance and ingenuity. Deep ocean, our planet's final frontier, would finally become a part of our world, changing us forever. It's a world most of us will never see with our own eyes, a world of silent wonder and crushing darkness. But for now, we can imagine it. We can dream of swimming with giants, building cities of light in the abyss, and becoming one with the blue heart of our planet. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the imagination. What do you think would be the biggest change if we could breathe underwater? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Plain Facts. See you next time.